Have you ever felt so comfortable that you stopped growing? Comfort feels good, until the day life tests you, and you realize comfort has left you unprepared. High in the Himalayan foothills, there was a small riverside village called Dharipur. For hundreds of years, the villagers lived by the great Suraj River, a river known for its wild nature. Its waters rushed with power, foaming over rocks, and during the monsoons it roared like thunder. The fishermen of Dharipur spent their lives battling this river. Fishing wasn't easy. The current was fierce, the weather unpredictable, and some days they returned home empty-handed. But the struggle made them strong. Their arms were hardened from rowing heavy boats, their eyes sharp from scanning the waters, and their instincts alive from reading the signs of storms. One summer, a traveling merchant came to the village with a secret. He told them of a hidden lake deep in the forest, a place where the water was calm and still. That lake, he said, is filled with slow, fat fish. You don't even need nets. Just stretch out your hands and you'll catch them. No danger, no storms, only ease. At first, the fishermen laughed. Nothing comes easy in life, they said. But curiosity grew. A group of young fishermen decided to see for themselves. When they reached the lake, their jaws dropped. The water sparkled under the sunlight, flat and peaceful, and just as the merchant had said, the fish practically swam into their baskets. They returned to Dharipur carrying more food in one day than the river had given in weeks. The village was stunned. Soon, more and more fishermen left the river behind. They abandoned their boats by the shore, let their nets dry out, and built huts near the lake. Life became easy. No rowing, no danger, no storms. They spent their days sitting in comfort, laughing, eating, and resting. The children no longer learned to row boats or mend nets. They grew up thinking life was always this simple. But comfort has a hidden price. Slowly, their bodies weakened. Their arms lost strength, their eyes lost sharpness, and their courage faded. Then, one year, the sky withheld its rain. The forest dried, the streams stopped flowing, and the lake began to shrink. Fish died by the thousands, floating on the surface. The once bountiful lake became nothing but cracked earth and silence. Panic spread through the village. "We must go back to the Suraj River," they cried. But when they tried, they discovered the truth. The river they had once mastered now terrified them. The currents were too strong for their weak arms. Their nets tore apart in the rushing waters. Boats overturned under waves they no longer knew how to face. The river that once gave them life now seemed like a monster. One by one, families starved. Some left the village in despair. And then one day, an old fisherman returned to Dharipur. He had never left the Suraj River. While the others enjoyed the comfort of the lake, he had stayed, enduring storms, rowing against the current, and fighting for every catch. When he saw the empty huts in the dried lake, his heart sank. Among the ruins, he found a young fisherman, wounded and starving. The boy whispered, "You were right. We thought the lake was safety, but it made us weak. When trouble came, we had no strength left. We forgot how to fight. We forgot how to survive." The old fisherman sat silently, looking at the once proud villagers now broken by ease. He had nothing more to say. The truth was already written across the land. Above them, the Suraj River still roared through the valley, strong and alive. But the people who had once lived by its rhythm had forgotten how to belong to it. Comfort can be a silent killer. It feels safe, but it slowly takes away your strength, your courage, and your skills. Struggles may feel harsh, but they keep you alive, sharp, and ready. If you live only for comfort, one day life will test you, and you may find you've forgotten how to fight.